What exactly is a GPT? It powers ChatGPT, headlines AI breakthroughs, and shows up in every second tech article. But what does GPT actually mean? Let's break it down. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and yes, that's a mouthful. So let's unpack it in plain English and I'll show you how it is helping us stay relevant in this AI first world. First, generative. That just means that the model doesn't just analyze or label, it generates text. Original human like language based on patterns it's seen before. Then there is pre trained. This means the model isn't starting from scratch each time. It's already learned a ton from massive data sets, basically the internet, before you ever type a single prompt. And finally, transformer, the T in the GPT. That's the architecture behind it all. Introduced in a 2017 research paper called Attention is All You Need. Transformers turned the AI world upside down. Why? Because they changed how machines read and understand language. Older AI models like the RNNs and CNNs read words one at a time and in very rigid ways. Transformers, they use a thing called self-attention to figure out which word in a sentence actually matter no matter where they are placed. For example, in the sentence, the chicken came before the egg, the model knows that switching just two words, chicken and egg, flips the meaning entirely. That's self-attention. It's like a model saying, hold on, let me zoom out and understand the whole picture before I speak. Now, let's talk mechanics because this stuff gets cool. Inside a transformer, you got two main engines, encoders and decoders. The encoder takes each word, breaks it down into a token, which is kind of a mini language chunk, and maps it into a complex 3D space based on meaning and context. Think of it like creating a mental map of how words relate to each other. Then the decoder steps in. The job of it is to predict what comes next, the best possible word, phrase, or sentence based on everything the encoder just mapped out. All this is done at scale that's frankly mind-blowing. Today's top GPT models are trained with trillions of parameters, little tuning knobs that help them make better and better predictions. Let's zoom out for a second. The first GPT model came out in 2018 and it was, well, fine at best. Kind of like a toddler with great vocabulary but zero filter. Then came GPT-2, which leveled itself up to 1.5 billion parameters. And now we're playing with models like GPT-4, which is reportedly having 1.8 trillion parameters. That's not just growth, it's exponential evolution. And it's not just OpenAI in the game. There are different companies. Meta has Llama, IBM has Granite, Anthropic has Claude, Google has Gemini. It's a full-on generative arms race. But here's where it gets real, and let me show you how this can help us, companies like Supervity. Every course we make gets captioned using AI. We start with the basic speech-to-text module, and it's okay. But it messes up the technical stuff. Let's say, for example, CICS, pronounced kicks, gets butchered as KS, or HTTP loses the T, or COBOL becomes CBL, which is not ideal. So what I did was that I ran the transcript through a GPT model, first with the original script as a reference and then just a short memory summarized. In both cases, it fixed everything, which meant that it was able to understand acronyms. It was able to understand my spelling errors. It was able to understand proper tech terms. It even inferred meaning from context without needing the exact script. That is self-attention in action. The model scanning the full sentence, recognizing patterns, and making intelligent corrections. So the next time you're watching one of our videos with captions and notice everything looks smooth, you know why that is happening. GPTs are just not buzzwords. They are engines of understanding. Trained on massive data, powered by elegant math, and capable of decoding language in ways we couldn't have even imagined just 10 years ago. And the best part, they're only getting smarter. So let's discuss more in the new segment. Thank you for watching.